dear students, I hope all of you are doing great. Welcome to Social Science class. Today we will discuss the chapter 2 in geography, that is the structure of the earth. Under this chapter we will be discussing about the three layers of the earth, rocks and types of rocks, and rock cycle, and lastly importance of rocks. The earth, our home, is a living planet. It is constantly changing both inside and outside. Have you ever wondered what lies beneath the earth's surface? So, to understand this, let us study about the structure of the earth. Just like an onion, the earth is divided into three concentric layers, that is crust, mantle and core. Each of these layers has its own characteristics. Let us discuss about each layer. The first one is crust. The crust is the outermost layer of the earth's surface. The thickness of the crust varies under the oceanic and continental areas. Oceanic crust is thinner as compared to the continental crust. It is about 35 kilometers on the continental masses and only 5 kilometers on the ocean floors. The main elements that make up the crust are silicon, aluminium and magnesium. Crust. The crust is the outermost layer of the earth's surface. The thickness of the crust varies under the oceanic and continental areas. Oceanic crust is thinner as compared to the continental crust. It is about 35 kilometers on the continental masses and only 5 kilometers on the ocean floors. The main elements that make up the crust are silicon, aluminium and magnesium. The main components of the continental landmass are silicon and aluminium. Thus, it is called Cl. The oceanic crust is called seema as it is made up of silicon and magnesium. Now we are talking about the second layer, that is mantle. The layer below the crust is called the mantle. The mantle is 2,900 kilometers thick. It is mostly made up of silicon, iron and magnesium. The mantle consists of two layers, that is the upper mantle and the lower mantle. It is in a solid state. The third one is core. The innermost layer of the earth is called core. Thickness is about 3,500 kilometers. It is made up of nickel and iron, and hence it is known as knife. The core is divided into the outer core and the inner core. As an activity, I want you all to draw and name the layers of the earth. Now let us discuss about rocks. As we know, earth is the only living planet in our solar system. We perform various activities on earth like to construct buildings, houses, roads, etc. on the earth's surface. So let us discuss about rocks. Rocks are the hard and solid parts found on the earth's surface. We use rocks for a variety of purposes, including the construction of buildings, houses, roads and drainage system. It is also used in the production of tools as well as the extraction of metals and minerals. Thus, a rock is a naturally occurring solid material that is found on the surface of the earth. Now let us discuss about the types of rocks. On the basis of their formation, rocks are classified into three types. They are igneous rocks. Igneous rocks are those rocks which are formed when magma cools and hardens. They are formed either inside the surface of the earth or above it. They are also known as primary or basic rocks. because all other rocks are directly or indirectly formed from them. The second one is sedimentary rocks. The forces of nature like running water, moving ice, winds and waves are constantly breaking down the rocks on the earth's surface into smaller fragments. These smaller fragments of rocks are called sediments. The third one is metamorphic rocks. When igneous or sedimentary rocks are subjected to extreme heat and pressure, they undergo a complete change in their characteristics. Such rocks are called metamorphic rocks, wherein we have discussed in detail in our online class. As an activity, I want all of you to investigate the types of rocks and rock formations that are common in your home region. Now let us discuss about rock cycle. The rock cycle describes the process by which a rock changes from one type to another when subjected to certain conditions. When lava cools, it solidifies to form igneous rocks or primary rocks, whereas sedimentary rocks form when igneous rocks are broken down into small particles, transported to new locations and deposited in layers. When igneous and sedimentary rocks are subjected to high heat and pressure, they change over time to form metamorphic rocks. However, under extreme heat and pressure, metamorphic rocks can further melt to form molten magma. The magma eventually returns to the magma chamber beneath the Earth's crust. This magma cools and forms igneous rocks. This process leads to the rock cycle. Therefore, this is about the rock cycle, wherein we have studied in detail with using the diagram. Now let us talk about the importance of rocks. Rocks were used to make tools and weapons during ancient times. Rocks are used in constructions. Rocks contains minerals which are the raw materials used in many industries. They contain fossil fuels which are the main sources of energy. Some rocks are sources of precious gems and stones which are used in jewellery. Thus, these are the importance of rocks. As an activity, I want all of you to find out the various technologies and instruments that help scientists get information about the structure of the earth. Thus, we have discussed the chapter Structure of the Earth. Under this chapter, we have discussed about the 3 layers of the earth, rocks and types of rocks, rock cycle, and lastly the importance of rocks. That's it, student, for today. I hope all of you will do the activity. See you soon. Thank you.